Now these are way better than the normal shitty looking monkeys. What do you think, Sean?
Sure.
So this is a mini.
Hey everyone.
This has been a while.
Yeah.
We're a bit rusty.
Yeah. It's been a while now.
So what's new at the store?
Okay. Well, you know what? We had an inventory problem, which was what we call an acceptable problem, which was I sold a lot of the inventory and it took me some time to try and make up trying to find the stuff. So I think that's all dealt with and solved. But then it created another problem, which came back to the first problem, which is we didn't have enough inventory. So I'm pretty much traveling outside of the GTA, trying to get more of the inventory, and I brought back some pieces which I wish I could show, but they sold already, right, in the space of a few hours. So this is some of the stuff I brought in. Alright, this is already sold, so, but it's from this series. This is Death's Heads, and in this series I'm supposed to get Steve Rogers cap, Red She-Hulk, Beta Ray Bill. I had Rocket Raccoon yesterday that sold, and Hulk in his spacesuit that sold as well. So we have those. More Marvel Selects are coming. Some more DC Direct stuff. Not so much of the DC collectibles. Pretty much everyone has that, so I'm gonna have to pick my spots on it. I got a Cap Shield back, the big ones. Alright, so I'm gonna be role playing again. Okay.
You come in the store just wow with him at the head.
Yeah, I know. Everybody duck. But yeah.
And so, I literally just destroyed everyone's speakers with that.
Yeah. So,
I apologize.
Okay. So yeah, so I have that. And we are going into September. I might as well make the announcement. We're going to go into gaming. And mostly board games. Took me a while to get to that point, but between you guys, right, and Evil Max, right, so now I'm at the point where we're gonna have to do some gaming as well too. But that will be in September, so we're looking at probably third week to the last week of September when I will officially start, and bringing in some stuff in for Christmas, which is really exciting because I got a Millennium Falcon this big.
Hold on.
Okay, this big. Yeah, but no, it's gonna be that huge. So I'm gonna have to try and find a way to bring it up across the border.
Don't announce your plans.
Yeah, well, what can I do?
So they're watching.
I know. So wait till the. Yeah, you think somebody's gonna go dibs based on this video now?
Probably.
Oh yeah. It'll happen. So
just stack 3 in the truck.
I gotta figure out how to do it yet. May have to do a border run, but we'll see what happens. If not, I can kind of get my aunt to come up and bring that with her. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, so there's those. We're gonna be picking up Lego going into Christmas, but I'm very specific about what it is I'm getting. Mostly about the minifigures for the kids, so you'll see that coming in as well too, and a little bit more of the action figures. We're gonna start tailing ourselves back to the new ones a little bit because I'm able to get those a lot easier now. So, and Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah. Oh, so that cancer of a fan base can come in here and just basically destroy everything.
Yeah, so it was
the cancer of the fan base I'm part of.
Yes,
which is kind of sad hearing me, a fan of Doctor Who, say that the fan base is the cancer.
So no more Doctor Who cares. It's more Doctor Who's here.
Yeah. Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thanks, man.
I only say that it's a cancer because of those $700 tickets to Fan Expo.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why they're a cancer.
Yeah. Not doing Fan Expo, part of it is I'm really tired of the BS, and part of it really has to do with the fact that I'm tired of the BS. it's just not worth it in terms of price points and, you know, customer service and stuff.
And if you want good prices on Fan Expo instead of going through all that bullshit, you can come over here.
Wait, don't say it, because we have to change it. Because of all the new stuff's coming.
Oh, I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying in general.
Okay, in general. Well, yeah, it's true.
Well, if anyone is smart enough to look at what happened last year, you can kind of tell what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to do it again, but it's going to be in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I figure I'll do it the night when we have the gaming stuff and all
Oh,
of that.
no, I understand that. I'm just saying that in general, I think you'll be slashing some prices here around Fan
Oh,
Expo.
we going to be slashing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit... the forever deal
Yes,
has
forever.
returned.
Yeah, there will be some nasty slashing.
Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you updated with what we were talking about for September.
Yeah, exactly.
And some gaming night stuff.
Yeah, that's coming up as well too. This is a little preemptive, but I should mention it. We are going to do a DC collectible deck building game tournament.
It's not confirmed, but it's in the works.
It's in the works.
Okay.
We're working on it, and it's going to be for anybody 18 and older. Well, most of us are 18 and older and playing this, so it's actually going to be in one of the neighborhood bars, right? And we'll have some prizes and stuff. We'll make it worth your while.
That's
Right.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll just bring over to this.
Right.
Oh, what are those? Ooh. Look at it.
Okay.
That was a good transition
Yes,
there.
Our friend David actually came up with this idea. Brilliant. From if you want to check him out, check out his podcast and Outside the Treehouse, and you can check his website and stuff and Facebook page, Comic Swap,
Hold on. Wait a minute.
and his overall company. I have to mention, I Ruin Comics.
Hold on. I just want to find. There it is.
Okay.
Okay, let's just. Come on. He misspelled kingdom. There we go. I had to. Okay, so I Ruin Comics,
Yes.
which
So
is
anyway,
that right
what
there.
he has done is basically taken the comic books in chronological order and mashed them together into a hardcover format, to which now we're going to attempt to rent. So we actually started renting these out. Basically, the idea is for everyone to be able to read stories where, with any intensive purposes, they're not going to spend the ridiculous of money to try and buy the books, only to find out they didn't like it. What we're basically offering is $5 a week. You read the book, bring it back, hopefully in the best condition, in the condition that you actually rented out in. And you decide after whether you want to actually continue to read the book or actually the series, because there are more than one volumes for a lot of this stuff. Or at some point we will be selling these off, so you can wait around to see, and we'll see what happens. But again, it's basically story arcs where we often talked about, but we just never really got around to whether you couldn't find the issues or there was just so much of it to read that it just became overwhelming. It's basically compiled in one hardcover, bounded cover, and read it, and then you make a decision on something whether you want to own or not.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. That's why I zoomed in on it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Glad David really came up with it, because it just saves you having to spend the money. But the best thing about it, which was different from a lot of the hardcovers and trade paperback, is that a lot of these are in chronological order.
It even has the crossover stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
All the crossover stuff as well too. Example, I finished reading Identity Crisis, and there are a lot of the books which I thought that weren't involved in Identity Crisis.
So it's
Actually, they were involved. One was the Superman Batman series by Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness, which I love that series, Public Enemies.
Yeah, you had it in here for a while.
Yeah, so that's a great series. The other one I'm going through now is Blackest Night in chronological order, which is really good.
Well, yeah, it's Blackest Night.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? It gives a lot of clarity now when you read it in that perspective. It gives a lot better clarity into how the story is. It's actually much more enjoyable, right?
That's
so
fair.
yeah, Give it a shot. So David, great job, man. So check his page out, Comic Swap, I Ruin Comics, and Outside the Treehouse podcast.
I'll link to it all in the thing. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully I'll remember.
You'll remember.
Maybe.
David, this one's for you, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll remember now. Now if there isn't there, you guys can make fun of me.
Yes.
Just ruin me in the comments.
No, the last thing I want to show before we move on is I want you to zoom in on Unicron. All right, people. Unicron. Okay, that's the guy that was in the window flipping the birds to people. Apparently, some people were offended by it. I said, awesome.
That was the point.
That was the point. Right? But it's really cool, and it's the black variant. In package is well over $200. In this case, it's actually I'm selling it for $100. Right? So it's a really good price for that. So think about it. I don't have any more, so once it's gone, and it lights up as well too, so once it's gone, that's it. So it's just something I'm going to start putting up on the Horseman page and on Instagram as well, and make the decision. If you want it, jump on it, because it's basically one shot and it's gone.
So Transformer nerds, you heard it.
Yeah.
Come on down. Alright, and so we're going to move to recommendations.
Recommendations.
What are you going to recommend for this video?
Okay, well, we had to talk about that. That was a really tough one. There's some interesting books that are out now, which I really liked. I know we recommend a lot of comics as well, but we do read a lot of comics as well too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, okay. Just look at this. Look. Like, this is what we deal with. That's why we recommend comics, because it's kind of our forte.
Right. So, the first thing is that I want to recommend, even though everybody says they have series that are really good, one series that really started off well is the new Suicide Squad. Right? With Deathstroke, Joker's daughter, etc., etc. I'm going to do one Marvel, one DC. Because this is the time where I find it very interesting. DC is actually coming out some really good stories that I am actually sort of jumping on board on.
Well,
New Teen Titans.
Yeah, I was about to say Speed.
Yeah.
Speed the comic.
Yes, I know. Speed the comic. I call it, Speed, but in Teen Titans.
Yeah.
But really well done, and I really enjoyed that. On the Marvel side, the tail end of New Avengers is actually pretty interesting. I enjoyed that. Original Sin is coming to an end.
Way better than we thought we were thinking for a while there.
Exactly.
So that's good.
It's way better. But I have to say, the one book that I'm really proud of, that people are they don't talk about it too much. And I have to say, you know what, they don't give it the shot that or actually the notification for its existence. Nova.
Yeah, no, I stopped reading Nova because I couldn't get in 100.
Yeah.
100 kept going and going, and I couldn't pick it up, and I was like, well, you know what, looks like I'm not reading Nova anymore.
Yeah, so Nova is just one of those great book, great storyline, right? And you know what? If you can still get the back issues, no problem. I'm trying my best to get back issues on them right now. And of course, my favorite, which I just got back issues on, Mighty Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. But shout out to one book in DC that's being cancelled, I think after issue 34. I think it came out this month. All-Star Western.
All-Star Western's getting canceled?
Yeah, with
Damn.
Jonah Hex. Right. Really great book. Just no one gives it the respect it deserves. Right?
Yeah.
No one talks about it or anything. And it's just one of those books that when the trades come out, pick it up. You will be surprised. Okay, that's my recommendation.
Alright, and mine is Low, an independent Image comic done by Rick Remender.
Rick Remender.
I understand, and I hear all of you, but Dylan, you always recommend Rick Remender books. There's a reason.
Yes.
He's a good writer. An extremely good writer.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the best kind of of the best indie stuff he's done in a while. Like he's done like he did like what Black Science, and that was awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, and like I think he did a couple other ones before he joined Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did.
I didn't read those, so I don't know how great they are. But like, it seems like I'm only recommending Rick Remender stuff lately, mostly because that's all I'm reading.
No, he's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's really good. Really enjoyable. I like it. I like the stuff that he's doing. Still love the Captain America.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that last end of that like arc, kind of destroyed me as a human being.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. So Low is a sci-fi. It's like a pulp sci-fi story, kind of realized with an actual fully realized world about what would happen when the Earth finally gets almost destroyed by the sun. So the sun finally explodes, becomes a supernova, and the Earth itself is uninhabitable. And what would happen with that?
Right.
Life as we know it is ending. You know, everything's about to stop, and what do we do?
Yeah.
And when I was reading the afterwards by him, he wanted to write a character that was really hopeful and was like a really like optimistic character because he's never written anything like that.
Right.
And so he wanted to write a character with a lot of optimism and really looks on the bright side of things, and that's what the story is about. Even though the world is ending, her family's destroyed. This main character, she continuously keeps on going on with hope, and it's a really interesting story, especially within the kind of pulp sci-fi universe it's created.
Exactly.
And I love that. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I love pulp sci-fi stuff. It's so stupid and silly, but it usually ends up making good material.
Satellite Sam.
Satellite Sam, yeah. It's a comic book about making pulp sci-fi garbage in the 50s.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. It also reminds me of Mad Men a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love it as well.
Oh my gosh.
And the other thing I have to recommend, which may be a little hardcore, I don't know if a lot of people will agree with, will like it, but if you like kind of really off-the-wall humor, John CJG, a YouTuber on, he was on Machinima for a while, but now he's kind of has his own YouTube channel, just put up a pilot video he did for his newest series called the Chemotherapy Player. And it's this really funny satirical reviewer series where he basically embodies all the Xbox garbage, assholes on the internet, and plays them to a T, and is trying to cure the cancer of gaming, which is anything other than Xbox, basically.
Right. Yeah.
It's the environment he grew up in with gaming, encapsulated into one character. And just to kind of put it in perspective and what the series is about, the first scene is him talking about how fanboys are a curse on humanity, and he wouldn't all he would do with this fanboy was piss on their grave. And he's talking about how the worst thing for gaming is Sony, Nintendo, Steam, digital downloads, all that stuff, and no one can just sit there and accept the god that is the Xbox and Microsoft. And during this whole thing, you see him hunched over a sink, and then it turns out he's actually self-mutilating his arm to scar in the word Xbox onto his forearm.
That's disturbing.
It's supposed to be, because that's the kind of fandom it is. It's a really dark, bleak, sense of humor kind of thing, and if you have that kind of sense of humor, you like it. The only reason I'm recommending it is mostly because I found it hysterical, and also I love John CJG. I think he's a funny guy, and just getting his name out there kind of makes me a little happy.
Good.
So take a look at those. A comic book and a YouTube show. There we go. I'm moving away from comic books.
A little bit.
A little bit. I still love comic books, though. Alright, guys, and I guess that's it.
Okay.
Alright, and we'll stay tuned. We'll probably have another writer's block up soon.
Yeah.
We're going to be filming one soon.
Yeah, we will be.
Alright, so
let's
watch
just
out
recover from this weekend and exhibition and all that stuff.
Oh, God.
And then,
I had a chicken wrapped in bacon done with Coca-Cola.
You know what? That's not bad.
Yeah, because they didn't have the chocolate chicken and waffles.
That's good for you.
They didn't have it. Me and Javon were really mad.
Why?
Because we wanted the chocolate chicken and waffles, bro.
Oh, man.
It would have been great.
Man, you're going to give yourself a heart attack.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a phone call one day, man. It's like you guys are laid out at CNE and can't move.
Well, looks like Dylan's dead.
Damn.
I got to get someone else to film Writer's Block now.
Not only that, man. But I dig that because listen, if I have to do barbecue chicken, I use cola.
Yeah, no,
Best thing. It's great.
it was
If you do
marinated
it
in Coca-Cola with like that was the sauce, and then
Yeah.
they wrapped it in bacon, and then they made it like a chicken sandwich.
I'll dig that all day long.
It was really good.
That's right.
I was like, damn, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and then
that's it.
Javon got a bacon wrapped deep fried Mars bar.
We're gonna have a long talk with you guys, man. You guys need to stay alive, man. You guys
No,
just
bro,
all
what are you
good.
talking
Yeah, we're all
about?
gonna
Death
fall.
is the sweet
Yeah,
embrace.
no,
What are you talking
yeah,
about?
all three of you, Javon and Blackwood.
Oh, Blackwood had bacon cheesecake.
Blackwood, worst of all. Blackwood, worst of all.
Bacon covered cheesecake.
Yeah. Why? Why do they even do this?
It came in its own little mason jar too. It was like this big, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
And the price must have been ridiculous.
it was like $7.
Exactly. Look,
Apparently, it was
look
pretty
how
good.
many pigs got taken out for you guys.
Yo, it was great though.
I,
Yo, it's the complete. Dude, I am a human. Eat or be eaten. There
By
you go.
whom?
By me. But get out of my way, or I'll fucking eat you. That is the general thing. If you're standing in the middle of the doorway at Sean's, you better move out of my way, or I'll eat you.
That's right.
There you go. That's
Pac-Man Behemoth.
oh god, that's the name of the video. Pac-Man Behemoth.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, guys.
All right.
So that's it from us.
Okay.
We'll see y'all next time.
See you guys.